Hi, and welcome to Cujo Sound. So it's been a while since I actually gave an update here, and the reason why is because I've been working quite a lot. I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update of what I'm actually working on, to give you a little bit of an inspiration on how to create sounds. What I've been doing is I've been working a lot on this video game called DARQ. You may have heard about it. I've been talking a lot about it myself, but second of all, it's coming out this summer and we're really excited about it. I've been working on this Venetian style doctor figure, and I need him to be breathing. And I want to show you a little bit about how easy it is to create this sort of breathing, because I've been handed a lot of questions lately about how I've created the sounds for DARQ. And I just want to show you how easy it is for me to create these things. Usually when I have a figure, a character, or a mechanic, I often think of implementation first, instead of actually thinking about the sound's design. The main reason for that is because that gives me the possibility to be creative about the sound design in the interactive perspective, instead of thinking about the sound first and then trying to make that sound interactive. But what we have is that we have a character that needs to be flexible in a lot of ways. It needs to be breathing, and it needs to have an idle state, it needs to be an alerted state, and a calmed down state. What I've done here is that I have this mask that I've actually originally bought in Venice. What I've done is that I've taken this mask on. It's just simply for aesthetic reasons. It could just as well have just been any ordinary blanket. Put it over my face, and I've recorded some breathing and some weird noises that I've just been making, and this is the result. What I've then done is that I have, of course, you can pitch it up and down a little bit, but I usually tend to find a part that I find really, really cool, like this, and save that part. And I call it, this is my impulse response filter. Impulse response filters are usually considered to be reverb systems, or they generate reverb for you, but I use them to generate whatever sound I want, because you can just basically feed it any kind of impulse, and the response that comes out of it is the two combined. And I use this free VST plugin here called Kefir, which is really, really easy. The mono version here takes up almost no CPU power, and oddly enough, the stereo version eats up everything you have, even on very modern computers. So this version here, I've just taken the file that we just created, which is basically taking some of the breathing, creating an impulse response filter, add it to the plugin, and then run the whole thing through itself, kind of ish. And then we have this result here. That means that we can then take this and render it out, maybe pitch it down a little bit, and then feed it on top itself. I usually use these free plugins. The reason why I use these free plugins is that they are often created by one person or a very, very small company, and they do one thing, but they do this one thing really, really well. Like all these DARQ plugins here, which can help me generate a lot of glitches. If you add this to your effect chain like this, before the Kefir filter, we can generate stuff like this. Then once we have all these things going, we render these out, we mix all these things together. The easy part here is that you can then pitch some stuff down, put it on top of the other thing, and then you have the combined version. This is a very rough sounding breathing that we have here, but hopefully you can already see where this is going. And what I want is this eerie breathing that I can then add maybe I'll add some low frequencies to it to make it sound really, really dark and scary. You can hear it when the final product comes out in DARQ. What we can also do is that we can then kind of easily add reverb to it, but reverb is kind of funny if you reverse everything first. Add the reverb and then reverse the whole process once again, and you get this. So out of me just breathing into a microphone through a tiny, tiny mask for just 1 minute of recording, and just through 5 or 6 minutes of fooling around with these filters, we get this end result. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was really, really brief. It's very, very short, but it gives you some idea of how my creative process might actually work. I'm just basically fooling around in my system, but I know my tools really, really well, so I know how to get where I want. And what I want is to create small building blocks that I can then use to create the bigger picture that I want. And also because I've been thinking implementation first instead of thinking sound design first, I know that these tiny bits can be cut up and then used in my fmod session to be randomized between each other and give me the result that I eventually want. Hopefully you'll hear the result in the final product of DARQ. Check it out once it comes out. It should be out really, really soon as of March 2019. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It was very, very brief. Or sign up on patreon.com/Cujo Sound, where you for as little as $1 a month can help me sustain this channel. And the advice that I give, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.